I love little crispy, toasty hash brown. Mmm. Okay, sorry, I have indigestion. Hi guys, it's been a while. I know. So I've been a little MIA from YouTube and social media in general, honestly, because I am dealing with first trimester, and it's been so hard for me, guys. Like, it has been rough. I have been sick, I've been tired, I've been miserable. I feel so guilty saying that. I truly do. Like, every time I say it, I'm like, Karissa, get it together. Today though has been so good so far. Fingers crossed it's another good day, because yesterday was a great day. I was not sick at all yesterday until like maybe 7 o'clock, which is good, because normally my sickness starts at like 11 a.m. It's 11:15. I feel good though. And then it just lasts all day till like 8 or 9. I just feel so guilty even complaining about being pregnant and being sick and all that kind of stuff, because it is such a blessing, and I realize that, and I'm just so beyond grateful to be pregnant. God has just given me the best gift of my entire life, and I just want to be grateful for it, which I totally am, but I don't want to complain as much as I do, because I literally feel like every single day I'm just like, I don't feel good, I'm sick, this sucks, blah blah blah, when is this gonna stop, like, you know? But that's called first trimester, and luckily I've been talking to a ton of you guys which are pregnant as well, or are mommies already, which is crazy because I felt like the people that like my demographic, so to speak, was younger. So it's like kind of cool to see that I have people that are around my age that watch me as well, a little older or even younger, but that are like mommies or mommies to be as well. So it's like fun to do this thing together. So yeah, but welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to the channel. I'm almost 9 weeks when you guys are watching this. Okay, so I screenshotted a ton of questions. Like, we got so many questions. Okay, so this is kind of like a 2-for-1 question. One is, what was your first symptom? And then basically, what symptoms am I having now? So my first symptom was hot flashes, which I've never had hot flashes ever in my life before, so I thought it was like super bizarre. And I was just like looking for any reason to take a pregnancy test. To be honest, in the beginning, I was testing way too often. But anyways, I had hot flashes and I was like, oh, reason to test. That's when I tested. Didn't feel anything, didn't feel any different. I was actually worried in the beginning because I was like, I don't feel pregnant. Like, how do I know I'm pregnant? How do I know there's baby in there? I don't feel it at all. I was in complete shock when I found out. And it just didn't like seem real. But now I tell my mom and Sam all the time, I'm like, I feel so pregnant. Like, I've never even been pregnant before, but I'm like, I know that this is what pregnancy is now, and I feel it. I feel it to my core. I would take those hot flashes back any day for this nausea and fatigue. So now, what symptoms am I having? Like I said, I'm almost at 9 weeks and I have had the nausea. And I would say it's been here for about like a week and a half, 2 weeks, but it has been severe. It has been bad, bad, bad. And what like helps with the nausea, not helps in a good way, but like what helps it worsen, is my sense of smell is so heightened, and even smells that I used to think smelled good, for example certain candles, my lotion, like I can't do it. I cannot do it. But especially food being cooked, oh my gosh, like if anyone's cooking in the house, I have to go upstairs, lock myself in the room. I can't smell it because I will gag. It's really, really bad. Like, ugh, walking the dogs, I'll just pick up random scents and stuff like that. Like, I was editing a video the other day and my computer screen started smelling like static. By the way, static smells like, have you ever had like a balloon rub your hair and it gets like all staticky and crazy, but then you like smell that like weird fuzzy smell? Ugh, it's so gross. Other than all that jazz, the fatigue, I will say, I think that the past week has been 10 times better with my fatigue. 2 weeks ago, I was sleeping, taking naps like 5-6 hours a day. I was exhausted. I couldn't move my body. And Sam's sister sent me this thing that she read somewhere, that an idle pregnant woman, idle all day long, burns more calories than someone who just crushes a 4-hour workout. Like, that's insane. Our bodies are working overtime. And that's why I try to be nice to myself, because I'm like, girl, you are literally creating a freaking life inside of you. stop being so hard on yourself. I'm an Enneagram 3. I am so hard on myself. I am just like such a, like, I always just want to be achieving something. I want to be succeeding at something, and I just have felt so lazy because I've just been chilling. This answer is taking forever, but basically, yeah, nausea, fatigue, heightened sense of smell. Pregnancy brain is pretty bad. I do a lot of run-on sentences, and I just, for example, one day me and my mom were walking the dogs, and there were scooters, like people on scooters driving towards us, and the dogs were like being all crazy. They're all knotted up, and I was like, Mom, get the dogs, the strollers are coming. She's like, the strollers are coming. I'm like, oh my gosh, the scooters are coming. Like, my brain just doesn't really work, and I just feel kind of like, huh? So a lot of questions are basically asking, how did I think I was pregnant or know that I was pregnant? And to be honest, I just tested way too often. Like I said earlier, I just literally took a test every single week, like maybe twice a week, honestly. I'm crazy, I'm psycho. Ever since me and Sam got back from our honeymoon, like, I don't know. Which is so bizarre because, to be honest, I did not think I was able to get pregnant because I had so many issues in my past with my period. You guys know, if you've been around for a while, like my bowels, my pooping, my constipation, like everything was terrible. Like, we were backed up. We had issues. But my period went away for like 3 years at some point, and I wasn't pooping, and I just had a lot of issues, so I never thought I'd be able to get pregnant. I thought for sure I would have issues. Like, so me and my husband got married in April, and I found out I was pregnant at the end of May. So happened pretty fast. So going along with that, a ton of people were asking, like, were we trying and all that kind of stuff. So obviously, yeah, we were not being careful. Once we got married, we're allowed to do the dirty, so we were doing the dirty, like, a little often. And so yeah, baby was made pretty quickly. It's just so weird though, because when I think about it, I'm like, we weren't like, okay, let's make a baby. No, we were just like, okay, let's freaking do this. And we were not taking safety precautions whatsoever. We wanted a baby, obviously, but I think we were both like in complete shock when we found out we were. I did hear somewhere that, like, when a man is abstinent, like, it just, little spermies just fertilize up in that ball sack. They were ready to come out. Anyways, next. So I'm getting a lot of questions about, like, baby nursery, like what color schemes am I going for, what type of theme, like a ton of questions about that. So here's the thing. I'm not positive what me and Sam's plan, which, by the way, we also got a ton of questions about, like, what are me and Sam's plans. So if you guys don't know, my husband does travel for work, and we've done long distance a ton, but with a baby coming, we find it both important that, like, Sam is a part of the baby's life from every stage. And so we're trying to figure things out with him traveling. With what I do for work, I'm able to travel. My ideal situation is that the industry that Sam is in, that work would be in Arizona, but it's just not. And Arizona is my forever home. This is like where I've always dreamed of, like, raising my kids. I love it here so much. I literally changed my whole life when I moved here for the better, and this place is just, this place has my heart. This place is my home. And then Sam has family in Wyoming. I have family in Pittsburgh and East Coast. And Sam travels for work, and he's currently in, like, the Midwest. So looks like we might be living on the road, guys. We were thinking that an RV for the first year or so would be the best option. I think it'll be fun though. I think it'll be a cool experience. I was definitely a little hesitant towards it at first because of the nursery question. I have always dreamed, pop the inspo up, I've always dreamed of, like, these nurseries and just making it so special for a baby and just, like, a safe spot. I don't know, a place for me and baby to truly bond, and I just wanted it to be so cute and so special. But we can do that in an RV. It may be a little smaller, but essentially we can still do all the same things. I can still make it the same color scheme. As you guys can see from the inspo, I love neutrals, creams, oats, like browns and neutral tones, whites, maybe a little gray. And I like little animal themes and boho vibes and just, like, simplistic. And it's gonna be a struggle. There's a lot of traveling we have to do. It's gonna be kind of, like, stressful and stuff like that, but it's gonna be worth it. Like, I just don't like how RVs are so dark and, like, the dark finishes and barely any windows or lighting. Like, I want to renovate this thing. I'll pop up pictures on the screen to show you guys, like, what I'm thinking, but, like, full out renovation, make it feel homey, make it cute, make it be something that we can always use, because this is something that with Sam's job, he's always gonna be traveling. So no matter what, if we have a house or anything down the road, this will still be something that we will feel like homey to go in when we need to, when we're traveling, when we're taking it across states and stuff like that. So, okay, so any unusual cravings? I wouldn't say anything unusual. I definitely have been craving like spicy Mexican food, okay? So like the spicy rice, beans, oh my gosh, black beans are my favorite food right now. Chips and salsa, chips and guac, tacos, anything Mexican is up my alley. That's all I literally think about, all I want. Haven't been craving sweets too much. The only sweets I literally eat are smoothies. I've been having like a smoothie pretty much every single day, and that's pretty sweet. But other than that, nothing sweet, which is crazy for me because I'm such a sweet tooth type of girl. And then questions about aversions. I just recently figured out my first aversion. It's just like lettuce, leafy greens, salad, and like I am a salad girl through and through, so it's freaking me out. I hope that after pregnancy, like postpartum, I'm not like this as well. And I hope even just like in a couple of weeks, I will be okay with it. But lettuce has been grossing me out so much. My mom made me a salad. I thought it was the nastiest salad in the world. I texted everybody, like I was being so dramatic. I was like, J. Clay made the nastiest salad. She made me gag, blah, 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 blah. It just so happens I ordered a salad yesterday for lunch because I was like, I'm gonna be healthy, I'm gonna try to get my nutrients in. I couldn't eat it. I was gagging. I ate the toppings. I could not eat the lettuce. I don't know what it is. Any leafy green, count me out. And it sucks because it's hard to eat freaking healthy when you're pregnant, and I'm trying my hardest to get my greens every morning, get my nutrients. I'm trying to eat all of my healthy food in the morning when I feel good still, because later at night, it's not happening. All I want is just like empty carbs. I want bread. I want plain things, or like Mexican food. How many kids do you want? I want 3, 4 max. I want 3, but I feel like 4 would be good. I don't know. Sam wants like 1 million. What do you think you're having? I don't know, okay? So my first instinct when I first got pregnant, first thought was I was having a boy. I don't know why, I've always just pictured myself having a boy first. And then I would say there was a span of like 2.5 weeks where I was like, it's a girl. And I was convinced. I was like, it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl. I'm sick, I'm getting acne, I'm tired, I'm not glowing like they say you're supposed to glow. That lasted for like 2 weeks. I just felt so miserable. I felt so ugly. I felt so not myself. I'm out of breath. And I was convinced that it was a girl. I literally go back and forth all the time. I think right now, I think it's a boy more than a girl. I would genuinely be ecstatic for either. There's like so many pros for both. I definitely want both genders for sure. Out of all my kids, but for my first one I truly don't care. Like I would love to have a cute little mini Sam. Like boys are just so cute, they're so sweet, mama's boys. I would love that, but I would also love to have a little mini me and like do try on hauls with her and just be so cute. And I don't know, I would be so happy with either. Baby names, traditional or unique? I also got a ton of questions like, do I have a list of names going? Basically, what names do we have? So I am gonna do a baby names I love but won't be using video soon. I don't know how soon because me and Sam still have to agree on names. Like I'm pretty sure we have a girl's name picked out if it were to be a girl, but boy names are so much harder. And I want us both to like be so in love with the name. Like Sam has a few names where he's like so strongly loving and I just don't like, or I'm like, it's okay, but I don't want to feel like, it's okay for my baby name, you know? I want to love it. So I love this one girl name. I don't know if Sam loves it, but he's like okay with it. So that's pretty much as far as we got. We have such different styles of names. Like I love short names. I love unique names. I love names that like not everyone in their classroom is gonna have. I honestly like names that like people never heard of, but then it kind of gets weird sometimes, and then Sam just thinks they're like stupid names. I don't know. I feel like it's so much easier to name a girl than a guy though. So if you guys have any name recommendations, leave them down below. I would love to read through them and see if we can get any inspo from them. When is my due date? So it is now February 20th. And the video where I announced that I was pregnant, I said the due date was February 15th, but I went back for my second ultrasound and baby was measuring way smaller than they expected. So they pushed us back a week. So yeah, that sucks. But February 20th, baby is due. When do we find out the gender? We can find out through a blood test at 10 weeks. So that's literally coming up like so freaking soon. Like I said, I'm almost 9 weeks, so literally less than 2 weeks away I can find it out. We're gonna let my mom get the envelope and find it out first and then throw us the gender reveal. So we can either do that at 10 weeks or I can wait until my 19-week appointment and get an ultrasound. That's gonna take too long. So I don't know, probably we'll find. My camera overheated in the 110-degree weather. Sorry. But yeah, what I was saying is we will probably find out at our 10-week appointment. Well, that's when I get tested for it. So I think you have to wait a week for results to come back. So I'll probably find out around like 11 weeks. But by the time, I don't want to know until the gender reveal. I want to be surprised at the gender reveal. Okay, ton of questions about birth control. So I am not a doctor. I can't speak for anyone other than myself, but I was on birth control my freshman year of college, which was like, what, like 6 years ago now, 7 years ago? I don't even know how long ago that was. 2014. Oh my gosh, why am I so old? But I was on birth control for literally like 1 week in college. It made me like blow up like a balloon, so I got off of it. And that's the only time I've ever taken birth control. I do hear all the time from multiple people that birth control like does have something to do with being able to conceive. Like it messes up stuff down there. So if you're planning on trying to conceive, I would get off of it ASAP. And luckily for me, I wasn't on it for too long, so I don't know. I have no idea, like I said, if it has anything to do with it. I'm sure there's people that can still get pregnant, but for me at least, I wasn't on it for plenty of years. Oh my gosh, okay, this person says, oh my gosh, what? So Whitney Decker says, everyone asking basics, so I'm gonna spice this up. Would you try your placenta like Court K? She tried her placenta? Why did I not know this? Like, I know you can see it, I know you can touch it if you want, but what do you mean by try? Do you mean taste? I'm so confused. I will absolutely not be, no, just no. Do you guys know what a placenta looks like? If you don't, yeah, don't even Google it. You don't want to do that. Will you have a doula and or a midwife? So the rule in Arizona right now is you can only have one person in the room with you whenever you are giving birth. And of course, Sam's gonna be in the room with me, but Sam is very queasy. He will not be down there. He will not be giving the support down there. So he's gonna be staying up here. And I need his support, like I need his like love and stuff, but I need someone that's gonna be there to support me. And my mom, and she's like all, she would be hands-on if she could. She would deliver the baby if she could. So she actually looked into getting her doula's license because that's something that she would genuinely like to do. Just honestly for like an extra job to do. She loves babies. She actually, when she was younger, always thought that she was gonna be a preemie nurse. So she has actually wanted to be a doula anyways, and she could be my doula. That way we could have Sam and my mom in the room at the same time when I'm giving birth. That'll just make me feel the most comfortable, the most at ease. Like, I need them both. I need them both in my room. Will you announce the name before birth? Probably not. And if I do, it'll be way, way, way later when I'm like for sure. But probably not. When will you be announcing the gender? So like I said, we don't even know for sure when we're gonna find out. Probably gonna find out around the 10-11 week mark, which is very soon. And then of course we're gonna do like a gender reveal and I'm gonna film that, and that's how I'll let you guys know. What will you miss most about having freedom, so to speak? So this is a good question. I realize now that once I have a baby, I will never, ever, 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 ever be alone again. And I do value my alone time so much. I'm such an independent person. I love doing things on my own. I love getting my work done on my own. Like, I just love being by myself. Being a mom, I feel like is going to obviously take that away from me, but I don't think it's going to like affect me in a negative way. Like, I'm ready for this next chapter of my life. I'm ready for this next experience. I feel like definitely I'm gonna want some alone mommy days, and maybe my wonderful husband will, like, you know, book me a massage or let me go get my nails done or something someday and watch the baby. But I feel like I'm just gonna like love every moment of being with baby. And as far as freedom when it comes to like a social life or going out and partying or anything like that, like I already gave that up like years ago, so I'm good on that end. I don't know. I feel like I'm excited for this next chapter. Like it's a new it's a new life basically. Oh, good question. Are you going to raise you and Sam's baby vegan? And the answer to that is no. I'm not going to raise them vegan, force them to eat any specific diet. I will definitely introduce healthy foods, plant-based foods, chicken, whatever. Like, I'm going to introduce all different healthy, good foods for baby. And just because I'm not even vegan, I'm pescatarian, so I eat fish, I just don't eat meat or dairy. So just because I don't eat that, like, I don't want to restrict my kid from that, because either way they're going to eat what they want no matter what. Like, you can only do so much, you know. And Sam is not vegan at all anymore, so why would I can see raising a kid vegan if both parents are vegan, but if both parents aren't vegan, I don't see like putting restrictions on my kid. I'm gonna let it eat whatever it wants. I grew up being like literally the least picky kid ever. I would eat anything, and that just makes the parents' life so much easier. And I don't want my kid to be picky. I wanted to try arrays of different things, like junk food and stuff. I'm not going to just like welcome it into the house all the time. If it wants it every once in a while, like, you know, I'm letting my kid live. Are you excited to get a bump? Or are you continuing to work out your entire pregnancy? I am excited to get a bump. I feel like right now I'm just at this in-between stage where it just looks like a massive food belly. Like, I get super, super bloated. I wake up still pretty small, not really any bump. But then by the end of the day, I got a massive, just big old belly. And it's just like soft and jiggly, and it's just not cute. So it's like that in-between stage still, because I'm so early on and I just have so much bloat. But I am excited to just get a cute little bump. I feel like bump fashion, like dressing up a bump, is the cutest thing ever. And right now it's just like hard because I'm not fitting into my jeans and I'm just like bloated, and it's a weird stage right now. Will I be working out my entire pregnancy? I have heard from so many people giving me props for working out during my first trimester. I have been so sick. I've pushed through it. I'm not doing nearly as much in the gym as I used to. I'm working out 4 days a week, so pretty much like every other day. And I'm taking it easy. I'm doing like an incline walk every single day just to get my heart going, to get cardio, just to be healthy for baby. And then I'm doing like very light weights. I still do leg and upper body days. And then, like I said, I just completely decrease my weight so much. I don't put so much exertion into it, and I don't like push myself too hard. My doctor said that's completely fine. There's days I do not want to work out, but I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose the motivation. I want to continue going. I want to be healthy in pregnancy. And during pregnancy, working out is so essential for like the development of baby and stuff like that. So I'm really trying to make sure that I stick to my workout regimen, taking it easy, doing what I can, not being too hard on myself, but still getting it done. What are you most excited about and most nervous about? Okay, this is hard. Nervous, let me answer that. I'm so terrified to give birth. Like, I know that God created the female body to do this. Like, this is what we were put on this earth to do, to reproduce. And I know that. And I have faith in God and I trust him. But boy, am I terrified. When I tell you, I had to get my blood taken to check for like genetics and all that kind of stuff. And oh my gosh, guys. Like, insert the clip here.
Freak out. Oh, for heaven's sakes, you're so funny. Nice and steady. Do you want me to let you know when I'm ready?
No.
Or you just want me to do it?
Whenever.
Okay.
It's like you feel your heart beating, thumping. That's it. See that?
Oh my god, it hurts so bad.
Does it really? Are you? You're not exaggerating, honey. How do you plan on giving birth?
Right?
Because I can't do that for you either.
It's still in, huh?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it stays in. This way she doesn't have to prick you multiple times. It's just one. Look at it real quick.
No.
Look, it's nothing. Scale of 1 to 10.
10.
Well,
9.
you're in trouble.
9.
Oh, dear Lord.
I was a disaster. I have no pain tolerance whatsoever. Of course, I'm gonna want that epidural. I wish more than anything I could do a natural birth. Like, I wish I could. I have no pain tolerance, but I'm so scared to get the epidural. Pray for me, okay? Pray that I can be tough, because I'm a freaking little weakling. Little pipsqueak. So yeah, I'm just nervous about that. And then most excited, I'm just so excited to see what life I bring into this world. Like, half of me, half of the person I love more than anything, put together to create a human. Like, I just am so excited for the little things, like taking baby to the beach, or just like taking baby to the park, or going on walks, or just like, I don't know, breastfeeding, and just, I'm just so excited for everything. So yeah, I will be breastfeeding. I'm at least gonna try. I know some moms can't. I'm gonna do whatever my body allows me to do. As soon as that thing starts nibbling, it's done. Okay. Where am I planning to give birth? I am planning on giving birth here in Arizona. Like I mentioned earlier, I want this to be my forever home. I realize that we're traveling back and forth during this time. So during due date of baby, thank God, it's going to be like a slower season for Sam's work, and he'll be able to be here for the birth and stuff like that. But I just want to, you know, give birth here. Are you worried about how it will affect your body physically, stretch marks, weight gain, etc., and my biggest worries? So I would be lying if I didn't think about, like, oh my gosh, I literally have worked so hard for my body. Now I'm pregnant. It's going to change. Am I scared? Yes, I definitely struggled with that at first, like thinking, oh my gosh, my body is never going to be the same again. But that's so false. Like, bodies can bounce back. Your hoo-ha can bounce back. Like, as long as you take care of yourself, as long as you eat healthy, as long as you are being the best version of yourself, and that's all I'm trying to be. And at the end of the day, if stretch marks come, if my body changes, if like whatever happens, I will genuinely be so happy with what my body was capable of doing. Like, it's literally superhuman status what the female body can do. And will I try to continue to stay fit and be healthy and look my best? Absolutely. That's just like a non-negotiable for me. I always want to try and strive for being my best version of myself. That's what makes me the most confident, makes me the most happy. And I will always try for that. But at the end of the day, I am creating a mother freaking human up in here, and I'm gonna be so proud of my body and for what it's capable of doing. So yeah, it might be a struggle at first, postpartum. I've never dealt with it before. I'm only going off of what people have told me and just like watching videos and doing research and stuff like that, which, by the way, I've done so much research. Like, I know everything about birth and babies now, I feel like. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that I love my body through and through, and throughout all the changes. Like, my boobies are getting bigger, they are sore, they're controlled today. We put a bra on for once. I haven't been wearing a bra. We put them away today. They're getting huge, kind of love it. Belly, we're bloated, you know, the abs are gone, but it's gonna be so beautiful, and I'm so excited. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I'm so excited I was finally able to sit down and chat with you guys. It felt like a little FaceTime call. I hope you guys like this style video. I plan on getting so much more content out for you guys. Please just be patient with me. I promise everything is going to be coming together soon. If I keep feeling like this, we're going to get the content out like that. But yeah, love you guys times a milli billy trilly, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!